gets a little political, but last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards, when actress and longtime activist Jane Fonda accepted her Lifetime Achievement Award, she had something to say. Take a look.
What we create is empathy. Make no mistake, empathy is not weak or woke. And by the way, woke just means you give a damn about other people. Even if they're of a different political persuasion, we need to call upon our empathy and not judge, but listen from our hearts and welcome them into our tent, because we are going to need a big tent to resist successfully what's coming at us.
So are people going to take the message to heart? These are two different questions, neither which I really want to ask. But
yeah, what do you want to know?
When you heard her say that, which is, inclusion, what'd you think?
I loved that. I loved that tone, because I think when you, the reason as an independent I lean left is the empathy. It's so easy and natural to have empathy for people that are oppressed, minorities, LGBTQ+, you name it, any group. But when she named the part of other political persuasions, I felt like there was this kind of jolt, because in the room it was like, yes, 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 and remember to understand them from their hearts, the way an actor would, because actors play bad roles. She went on to say things about men who had to play awful characters, women who had to do this. She said to play them to this level, you have to walk in their shoes. You have to understand even the bad ones. And I thought what she said just landed really heavy with me as a reminder that don't just do the easy empathy, do the empathy that challenges you a little further.
For me,
well, in that case, why y'all don't have that same consideration for Donald Trump then? Being that the country overwhelmingly supports what he's doing. Tell us that. If you really believe that, then why can't y'all give him an ounce of credit for the good things that he's doing? I mean, if you truly believe that. Guys, these women are walking contradictions, and they're hypocrites to their own message. These women can never give Donald Trump an ounce of credit for the good things that he's doing and for the accomplishments that he's making this fast. They always find a way to spin it into a negative.
It was incredibly inspiring, and again, part of this shift that I think we are beginning to see, because we've seen several award shows, and frankly, nobody has been political the way she was yesterday. And it also gave me inspiration because, there's a lot of people that are older that have marched, that have protested in the past, that are now saying, we're tired. It's time that the young people do it. And Jane Fonda just reminded us that you are never too old, that you are never too successful. This is a woman who has been protesting and standing up for her beliefs. Sometimes I've disagreed with her, and it has cost her at times, had great cost at her career. And you do not give up on America. You don't turn your back on America. When America needs us to stand up, speak up, and show up, we have to continue doing it.
I thought about the conversations you and I have had, Whoopi, so many times about the co-opting of the word woke. And the fact that the right somehow has made it a dirty word. To be woke is a word that came out of the African-American community, and it was...
Bitch, stop lying. That shit ain't come from us. Don't come on here and start lying. That shit did not come from us. In my 44 years of living, I've never heard the word woke until recent years. What are you talking about, Sonny?
Was about acknowledging social justice inequities, acknowledging people suffering. It is not a bad thing to care about other people, to care about the sufferings of others, and to act upon it. And so Whoopi will often tell me, well, I've never been asleep. And that's how I feel. My parents, they grew up in the civil rights movement. I grew up in the late 60s, 70s. I was always a part of it. And so I've never been asleep. And so it angers me when people are like, this woke stuff, it's got to go. That's telling me that you don't care about my lived experience. You don't care about the oppression of the LGBTQ community.
What oppression that what guys? I'm so sick of people saying stupid ass shit like this. How are these people oppressed? The LGBT community. I mean, slash the rainbow mob. How are they? They're the most protected group out there. What are you talking about? On some companies, you literally have to take a course on how to deal with these people. That right there is woke. And people are tired of that shit. So what are you talking about, Sonny? These people are the most protected group out there.
You don't care about the oppression of the disabled. You don't care about the oppression of immigrants. You don't care about your fellow neighbor. And that is ungodly. That is not Christian.
Get the fuck out of here. See, she ain't even no Christian. She's a Catholic. So now she's being disingenuous. Now she's trying to bring God in this. Bitch. See, this is why nobody don't like her. Seriously, this is why nobody don't like her, because she's so pompous. She's so sure of herself. And at times she can be very condescending. And right here, she's being very disingenuous.
Well, yeah, but you know what the most ironic thing is? They don't care about it, and they don't care about it while wearing big fat crosses around their necks.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
you know what? I think we always have to remember that all things that make people uncomfortable would be called woke.
Well, then in that case, then you should understand how everybody feel then. Seriously, if you truly believe that, in that case, you should the people who are against being woke, you should understand how they feel. If you truly believe that.
Everything. There have not been changes made in this country that were made without people being woke. We had to wake up and see that there's nothing wrong with who you want to love as long as you keep me in mind when I say, this is who I love. All of these things were challenged by people who said, oh, maybe they didn't say you're too woke, but they used whatever the hip word of the time was. This has always been, it will always be. This is what change does. It makes people uncomfortable. It scares people, makes people think that they are losing their place. You're not losing your place. No. What your place is telling you is that there are more people out for this gig, and you better be better than you were.
Yes.
All right, that's it, y'all. That's pretty much all I can take. You know, these women, they have bad takes, and not all of that, they're walking contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Being woke, you see, their definition of being woke is not really what people are experiencing. Because you see, this woke shit is being pushed on the people. You know, like cancel culture. You have to walk on eggshells for certain people. You can't tell people the truth anymore. You can't crack jokes on people anymore. You have to pander to women. Women get to lie on men and ruin men's lives without any evidence. Boys going in the girls' bathroom, having tampons in the boys' bathroom. Men playing in women's sports. Giving children sex changes. All that shit is woke. And you see, these women, they didn't even touch on none of this stuff. Like I said, these women are walking contradictions. They're hypocrites. And in the near future, this show right here will be in the tank too. This show right here is going to get the axe too in the near future. I don't see this show lasting another 5 years. Because Joy Reid just got fired over the weekend, and that's a sign for things to come. That woke shit is over with. Anyway, y'all, this your boy MazoCapone. This is the Do Better You channel. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.